now our next company, headed by Robin Smith, the CEO, a highly educated woman, persistent, hardworking, and one of the leading authorities on stem cell therapy. And NeoStem is a cell therapy company capitalizing on the paradigm shift that is occurring in medicine. In the future, cell therapy will play a significant role in the fight against chronic disease and in lessening the economic burden that these diseases pose to modern society. Now, let's go to Robin. I'm here with Robin Smith, the CEO of NeoStem. Robin, thanks for being with us today here in our studio in Orlando.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you are the CEO of one of the leading stem cell technology companies in the world today. In fact, you have a book coming out on stem cells. Tell us about your company.
It's an exciting time. There's a paradigm shift in medicine using the cells of our body to treat diseases. And we've acquired the assets over the last 5 years to really be a leader, both from creating our own novel cell therapies to having a contract manufacturing business which generates revenues and helps other companies create cell therapy products.
In fact, you manufactured the drug for Gentry, the cell therapy that treats cancer.
We helped them get approved. We did about 80% of their phase 3 trial that got them approved by the FDA to create these dendritic vaccines for prostate cancer.
And talk to us about your intellectual portfolio.
So we're also developing our own cell therapy products, and we believe it's critical that if you develop a product, you should have a very strong IP portfolio, which we have. And as you may have seen, we had another patent approved in the United States, both method and composition of matter, so that at the end, when the therapy continues to evolve and hopefully be approved, we'll have a protection using our intellectual property.
And that particular patent is around this phase 2 clinical trial therapy that's now in process.
That's correct. We bought Amercyte, which has AMR-001, which is a way to take stem cells of your own body to treat a person after they've had a heart attack to help lay down new blood vessels to prevent the worsening of heart muscle function.
So your technology will save healthcare costs and help people live longer.
It's very encouraging. That's what we're seeing. It's not just about prolonging life, but it's about making people's quality of life better because you're restoring damaged tissue. And it's an exciting time now in medicine.
Now, stem cell technology, it's been around for many, many years. There's been a lot of debate. Should we use embryonic cells, adult stem cells? Again, you're coming out with a book that's approved by the Vatican. Talk to us about this debate and your position.
Yeah, so people don't realize a bone marrow transplant, which has been used for 30 years for part of cancer therapy, is a stem cell. And so now what we're realizing is there's a lot of advances, many clinical trials, 4,500, 22,000 cell therapy trials that are looking to take the cells of our body to create therapies. And people don't understand that. People are walking who have been part of the clinical trials whose lives have been changed. And the idea of the book is to help educate people on the advances of adult stem cells, to have them understand they don't have to choose between science and faith. And this is something that is endorsed by the church, and it's something they shouldn't be afraid of. And there's hope for the future of the many, many millions of people around the world who are suffering from debilitating diseases.
And NeoStem is at the forefront of this paradigm shift in healthcare. In fact, you've received grants from the National Institutes of Health, from the Department of Defense. Tell us about these grants, what you're working on for these institutions.
So we have a technology, it's a little earlier in development, called V-cells, and we have grants to help bring these into the clinic and to advance them using these V-cells to help restore tissue that gets damaged, take bone, recreate bone with osteoporosis or damage, use Envision for areas like macular degeneration or retinal disease, and it's a way to restore damaged tissue using the cells of our body. So while it's early, we're very excited about the technology and having the funds to help advance it.
Well, a few things I like about your company. One, very, very strong scientific team, very strong management team. You have a medical degree from Yale. You also have an MBA from Wharton. Doesn't come any better than that. You have grants from major healthcare institutions in the world. You have a phase 2 clinical trial. You're generating revenue through your contract manufacturing business. Stock's trading at 60 cents. You're fully funded at this point. I think it's a very, very strong buy. What are some of the catalysts coming up that could possibly propel this stock higher?
Well, you know, we're enrolling our patients in the trial, and we should complete this year with data readout 6 months after the last patient is enrolled. We continue to add new clients to the PCT business, and as the field emerges, we're right in the center of that. We should be having some data and maybe additional grants for our V-cell technology, and of course a lot of exposure with the book that's coming out in April, and then the Vatican conference a week later.
So a lot of short-term catalysts and long-term catalysts. You want to be in these biotechs before the big news hits to maximize your profits. Robin, thanks for being with us today. We'll have you back soon.
Thank you.
My value proposition for NeoStem. Not a profitable company yet, but the potential upside for investors is enormous, particularly at current price levels. The key here is, can the company deliver on its technology? If they are successful in getting their technology to market, the stock will not trade in the 60 to 70 cent range. This stock could trade at 10 times that price. Now, Robin Smith and her team, they are a world-class management team. They are a world-class scientific team. They are one of the leaders in cell therapy. The stock, biotech stock in particular, tend to move on concrete news. You want to be in a position, you want to own that stock before the concrete news comes to market.